Okay, so I did record a video of my my feelings on the first beta for Modern Warfare 2, but with new information, that video is pretty much mute, to be honest with you. So here's where we're at, right? We just got done with this. So this is where we're coming up on. Tomorrow, Xbox early access, Xbox PC, and then all open beta for all platforms. We're close, right? Well, I had a problem feeling that I said that it feels like we have an identity crisis with this game, right? That's how, at least how I feel, because it's like the way I want to play the game, a little bit more rush heavy. I'm more a fan of the arcade shooter aspects of it, the 3-lane maps. Like even Modern Warfare 2019, like I didn't like the base game that much. I didn't think it was terrible, but it wasn't like one of my favorite CODs ever. And then they started introducing like fast-paced maps later on down the line, and kind of embraced that a little bit more, especially like Warzone and stuff. It became, honestly, like multiplayer became the place where you came and leveled up your guns for Warzone. Going forward with no loadouts, that's kind of not going to be a thing. But perhaps, I mean, here's the thing, right? I don't know if they've confirmed it even to this day, but I keep hearing that they are going to have a mode that's like Tarkov. So with the way the guns are set up, with the attachments, with the time to kill, with how strong stuns and flashes are, with a lot of things that are in the game, the way they're focusing more, it feels everything's more tactical, right? Like even search and destroy when you die, like the kill cam, like when you're following someone spectating one, it's like an angle like this on their head, right? It's like a GoPro camera or something attached to a military guy's head. My biggest complaints were when I'm playing the game, it's like I'm on kill streaks. It takes a long time to use the kill streaks. Like I have to physically pull that data pad out, or the, you know, whatever, your tablet, and then he pulls out a stylus and he starts tapping stuff, and I'm like, in olden days, like Black Ops 2, which is my favorite, the lightning strike, you did have to pull a tablet out, but it's pretty quick, and like as you're pulling it out, it brings up the mini map, and you can just click really fast, right? And then it would come in like maybe 2 seconds later. Well, airstrikes on this, it feels like more realistic. Like it takes a while for them to come in. Like, hey, we're sitting here flying outside in case you might need support. And it's like, all right, here's your targets. About 10 seconds later, here they come in. That's how it feels. It may not be 10 seconds, but that's how it feels. To use all my kill streaks, you know, I had to pull out a phone and click a button. I can't just click my shoulder pad or something, or, you know, like a, you know, mic or whatever for support. It feels like it takes a whole minute to use all your streaks, which is taking me out of the game, and I want to be in the game. And a lot of the vocal people are on my side of things, okay? But that's not the casuals, right? Like I would not consider myself a COD casual. Even though I'm getting old and washed up, I would not consider myself a casual. We will want to be slide canceling, sprinting, rushing. The maps aren't conducive to it. The current game modes aren't conducive to it. The vibe the game and the guns give you is not conducive to it. So the thing is we gotta disconnect. Everybody that's like me, that's been playing a long time and stuff, that we want to be cracked out, rushing, fighting. And they want to go tactical. They want this to be like a, I mean, really, it's like a baby. It feels like once you approach stuff, kind of like a baby siege. You know what I mean? Like if you know what siege is. So here we go. Mini map. When you shoot your gun, it don't matter. You're not on the map. I didn't even realize this. Like I don't even need to look at the fucking map anymore. Then like here's where I'm at. You got the mini map. And it's like, well, it's here, but we're running around, you know? We're running into walls and shit. Like, the way it rotates and everything, like, it's just weird. I don't know. Like, the mini-map feels weird in general to me. And I don't have an idea about what the maps are until you get a feel, right? But if this is the way you're going to be about it, like, hey, there's no repercussions for shooting your gun. Which was right here, by the way. I'll let you guys read, right? I'm going to be paraphrasing, and not paraphrasing, I'm being super expanding. We continue to gather feedback on how the game is playing in regards to this topic. Well, apparently you must be getting some kind of data point that says X, Y, and Z about players, you know, don't want to be on radar. I mean, that's the way it's been in like most of the other Call of Duties. Like, I mean, it's just kind of like the way it is. Like, hey, if you have a silencer, you're off radar, but you can't shoot as far, or you kill slower. You had to sacrifice things. If you wanted to be stealthy, you didn't have like quick draw, right? Back in the day, way back in the day, you couldn't aim as down sight as fast, right? So you had to play engagements different, like you just did. Like you had to change the way you played. This right here is just, I mean, there's no repercussions for shooting your gun, but the audio is kind of weird because, I mean, it always is, right? Like in a Call of Duty, like it's always weird. To tell you, spawns in every single Call of Duty at release have been just horridly putrid shit. And this was no different. This was going to be the same. Even after they get done with all these betas and they still have a little while before the game comes out, it's not going to matter. That's not going to be fixed. Spawns won't be fixed until after holidays. There was a game where I'm literally not exaggerating here. Okay, I am not exaggerating. I died 6 times in a row. So one time I died once running around, right? So 5 times. I died 5 times within 2 to 3 steps of spawn. 5 in a row. I mean, dude, I don't even know where I'm at. Spawns are horrid. They're putrid. They're shit. The maps, I don't like the maps either. Especially like the bigger one. It's like so non-conducive to like to domination, because like it is on domination, but it's like you have an A flag out in the parking lot, C flags in the museum, B flags in the restaurant, right? Well, if you're going C flag to A flag, I mean C flag to B flag, you have big long corridors and you can walk down them and you can hide in so many spots. Like, which cubby am I in? Like, where's my head glitch at? They're literally all head glitches. There's all these benches. If you come from A side, you have a literal, like a little, a room that looks like this. Like, maybe 2 people can fit in there. And then you walk into the firing range. You know what I mean? Like, and I mean, I guess if you hold A and you had B, you could do somewhat the same, but it's not that they have so many more angles. They got longer angles. Like, they can do more stuff. There's more in betweens. There's only 2 spots, right? There's one little shitty middle spot, and it's the exact same for A. Like, it's not even like C gets the bad side on that either. They got a long way they can go around, and I guess A has the walkway with no cover. Like, I guess you could shoot everybody down from right there, but you have no cover up there. There's no cover. There's a big wall stopping them from shooting you in your spawn A, but also stopping you from seeing any of them and shooting any of them or knowing anything till you get all the way up there. They're too tall. You have to climb over them. If you're mantling, you get shot. You have no cover. Bad. Just bad for Dom. The current game modes, I don't like them. Once we get into game modes that like produce you to move from your spot, like, you know, like hard points, there was a game mode back in Modern Warfare 3. It's called Drop Zone. It was like you got kill streaks for playing the hill. I really loved that mode. It was super casual, and I mean, you could drop hella kills. And I mean, we just want to fight. I mean, you know, man, that's how I am. Anyways, so you're not gonna be popping up on the radar unless you have UAV. And honestly, like, Ghost being a perk that you have to earn is ultimate. And they talk about that here. Some love it, other feels unnecessary departure. We feel like it's a nice shakeup. So thanks for telling us. Fuck off. Thanks for telling us. Fuck off. Thanks for telling us. Fuck off. That's basically what they're doing. This one is good. Yeah, they definitely need to do this because once people start having like crazy skins and stuff, that's fine, but we're all running around with like the same few skins right now. And I mean, like I said, tactical, like you come out into a marketplace, it's like real busy, right? Like it looks pretty good. Like all the fruits and boxes and all the stuff everywhere, the clutter, right? I can't tell if someone's head glitching if someone squatted down to the bananas, like head glitching where you can only see this in the helmet. Like I can't visually discern that, right? But on my end of things, this is on the map that's it's like the Mexico City map. You come out of that tunnel and you're just like in a, like you're a dark dressed person against a whole light tan brown background, right? And this other person's in camouflage. I mean, it's just the maps feel very heavy on ends. Like I just, you know, but this is saying also we can't tell who we're shooting, who we're not shooting. When I spawn in, I'll be shooting at teammates or whatever. Like, and there's like no red names at all. So they're taking that away too, you know? Like, I mean, at least I don't feel like there's been any red names. Like, I just see someone and I start shooting at them. Like, that's how I've been playing it. Let's see. Footstep audio week 1 was very high. Yeah. Weekend 2, we're having some changes, reducing the range of footsteps. Okay. Jog, sprint, and tactical sprint will soften the costs of moving around the map. Second change is that the enemy and friendly footsteps are now distinct. Sure, that's great. That would be great if you actually did that. They're not going to do that. They couldn't get stuff in Warzone right for years. So that's not going to be done. They're going to say it, but it ain't going to be better. I don't feel like slides. Sentiment around the removal of slide canceling remains positive. We're aware of the workaround and are contemplating how to handle it for weekend 2. Additionally, we have some other slide changes for the launch will make this movement feel a bit more fluid and snappy. Okay, so the regular slide right now just feels like mud. It feels awful, right? There are no movement options besides tack sprint. I mean, you can dolphin dive. Dolphin diving is not good in this game. Sliding is not good in this game. Slide canceling is for people that are just like super cracked out, right? I felt like the way it was in MW19 was totally cool. It's totally fine. It was easy enough to get into. There was a less barrier, right? You just slide, go, you know what I mean? Slide, aim, slide, whatever it was. I can't remember anymore. It's been so long since played, but I used to do it. Not quite as good as the pros, mind you, but I could do it easily. It wasn't hard to do. Whatever the way they're doing it now, it's just too much, it's too hard, it's too far gone. And then the Twitter community will tell you, hey man, that's your fault for not doing something. The thing you gotta remember is this is it's kind of like gatekeeping in a way. It's like, hey, they're not going to actively promote a mechanic that is hard for some people to do. Now if it was just very easy, like if they put it in and said, hey, after your slide is done, you can still sprint. Like if all of a sudden you start sprinting again, you go and you run like 3 steps and slide again, and that's the way they can implement it, where it's only that, right? Where you can't like double slide, you know, you can't slide. If you slide, sprint, like pretty fluid, and it was always that way, and there's no workaround, they would probably leave that in some way, right? They probably would. If it's something that simple, where it's like, oh, well, it's just a person sprinting and sliding, and they can't slide for a minute. They can't slide for a couple steps, but they can slide again. And it is actually faster than the attack sprint or whatever, or after attack sprint, or however have you. It used to reset the attack sprint, is what it used to do. If that was the way it would be, they'd probably keep it. But how tactical and how everything else is, they're not doing that. We're not doing that, guys. They don't want the movement. It don't matter how much you complain about the movement. Because, I mean, if they're not going to change about the minimap dot rules, which seems like a universal, I don't know who's saying it's a good thing. Everyone, oh, wait, sorry. I can't say that. I have seen people saying, well, use your audio cues. Man, them audio cues ain't going to help me if he's behind some head glitch. You know what I mean? Like, I need to know where he's at. Like, if he's not moving at all, where's he at? So... But I feel like if you're going to do this, if you're going to go the whole tactical route, commit. Don't be a pussy. Commit to it. No kill cams. We shouldn't know where they're at. No kill cams. UAV should show them, but if there's not a UAV, we shouldn't even have a mini map. Commit to it. Quit being a wuss. I know that's you say, you know, user interface, and you want everybody. Oh, that'd make everybody be lost. Well, I mean, you're taking away the other things that a lot of people have liked for a long time. I mean, you have. Just take it away. Why not? You want to be tactical? You want to be like a little baby Rainbow Six Siege or whatever? Commit to it, you pussy. Do it. So I think what I said originally was that this game has a identity crisis, and I don't think it's the game. I think it's the community. Cause after a while, I liked MW19, right? I did. Especially putting in some other maps, because man, I'm still gonna be beating this horse till it resurrects from the dead. Put in the old maps that were good, and don't put Crash in again. Stop putting Crash in these games. I am so sick of this narrative that Crash is a good map. Crash is awful. It sucks so much ass. Okay, it's that whoever got them nostalgia goggles, right? So it's okay to take away the red dots because it hurts campers and sentinels. It's okay to take that away, but we'll give you Crash. No, give us something else. I'd prefer even Bog. I mean, like God, anything. Terminal should be in there. Skid Row should be in there. I mean, this Afghan. These are easy. Just put them in. Put these maps back in. I even like, what was the old one? Subbase? Is that what it was? Had the submarines on the side? I like that map. MW2. Bring them back. Stop putting these shit. Quit trying to force this, man. You got like 200 maps at your disposal now. You can bring more of the old ones back. But at the end of this is all the multiplayer, right? I have no idea how Warzone's going to be. Warzone without loadouts, personally not a fan. Personally, some people are. I am personally not, because I don't trust y'all to make any good guns. I don't trust y'all to put any good guns in the game. Anything you pick up off the ground, I don't trust it to be worth a flip. I think it's gonna be just like, you got a gold gun, you shoot that thing 3 bullets and you're already looking at the sky from the recoil of it, right? So that's the kind of stuff y'all are gonna be doing. Same thing was in Warzone. Anyways, so I don't know how Warzone's gonna be. We'll see. There's gonna be triple zones, and then like once those zones close, the conversion to one. That's cool and dandy. Enough repetitions, somebody's gonna be in a circle with nobody. And you're gonna be standing there looking at the smoke, and you're just like, well, I guess this is what we're doing. We're not shooting anybody. We're just, everyone's dead in our circle, but all right, we're waiting. It will happen. Warzone, and like I said, I think this all revolves around, like, they're trying to make 3 game modes, but allegedly, right? Because I don't think they've talked about the Tarkov thing, but I think that's a thing coming. I do. I've heard so much rumbling. And boy, I'll be the first to tell you I was wrong if it comes out and nothing happens. It was just Warzone. But all the tactical and all that stuff, all the things they're doing, the mechanics of the guns and everything, it feels like they're going to have something else. But balancing your whole package together, right? Kind of together. Like, of course, they like cross with each other, like you're familiar with everything. But I feel like it's a mistake. Obviously, they start balancing things different later on, as far as numbers wise, right? But I don't know, man. It feels like multiplayer is suffering because of it. And obviously, with multiplayer being like, multiplayer is not free, which is crazy. Multiplayer is not free. You have to buy the game to get the story and the multiplayer. And we'll see if the Tarkov mode's free. We'll see if it happens. I imagine it will be. Star starting to feel like a heavy package, isn't it? $70 for multiplayer and campaign only. It's kind of hefty, brother. So at least in the old days, right? At least if you had multiplayer, you could level up the guns. But like if you have no loadouts in Warzone, what's the point of leveling the guns? If you could pick your loadout in the Tarkov mode, then sure, it goes the other way. But I mean, I don't know. It just feels like multiplayer is kind of taking the backseat. I mean, you get all the maps for free, and that used to be the way that you, that used to be the way that you... Oh, my brain's going to mush. The video's gone too long. My brain's going to mush. I was saying multiplayer used to be, you used to pay for the maps. That's what it was. Like, and all that stuff's now given for free. And it's supposed to be supported for 2 years. So here's my actual prediction here, right? The game's gonna come out, and some people will like it and some people won't, because I'm already in the boat where I'm like, I don't really like the tactical, right? I got people who do like the tactical. Me and the wife, we don't like it. We already aren't liking the beta. But 8 months to a year from now, there's gonna be a lot of changes that have happened, and all of a sudden the gameplay is gonna be, you'll be watching this game, you'll be like, man, this game looks like it's like, are you moving at like time and a half speed? Like what's going on? Like they will embrace that, right? Because I mean, you can only keep the casuals for so long, bro. You can only retain those casuals for so long. How many corners can you count before you're just like, you know what, I'm tired of sitting here? How long will that person retain and stay and give you money, right? Used to be back in the day, I'd play hardcore, right? But I had no money. I got both now. So I'd be buying them skins, bro. Do you want me to buy them or not? Because if you want me to buy them, I gotta have fun playing the game. That's where we're at. You want the money. Make us happy. So they will eventually make us happy, because hardcore COD people will always come back. So thank you guys for watching so much. Let me know what your thoughts are. Good luck at the beta this weekend. See you next time.